Hi, welcome to our knowledge session on integrating e-commerce with NAV or Business Central. I'm Matt Aitken and I'm the Web Product Manager here. In this session we'll be looking at the various options for connecting NAV or Business Central into one or more web stores where you conduct business online with your retail or trade customers, or both. Now let's go to the PowerPoint. Before we get into the three different products, we're just going to take a couple of minutes to look at some terminology. Whilst the terms interfaced and integrated are often used interchangeably, they can actually be used as a helpful distinction between two very different architectural models. And in making a strategic decision about connecting your web store or multiple stores to NAV or Business Central, it's an important distinction to understand, since there are significant implications in choosing one over the other. In the case of a website interfaced to NAV or Business Central, only the data is shared between the two independent systems. No business logic is shared. There can be exceptions to this, such as a web service request sent from the website into NAV or Business Central, for example to calculate point-in-time available stock for a specific product. However, this will typically be an additional request on top of a stock interface that provides updated inventory figures via a data interface that runs periodically throughout the day. In an interfaced solution, business logic is duplicated across both systems. This is typically a more significant consideration in the case of business-to-business scenarios where there are often per-customer rules for elements such as product availability, pricing, delivery, and payment options. For example, if you use some combination of NAV or Business Central's pricing rules, sales prices, line discounts and invoice discounts, in an interface setup this logic would need to be rewritten in the web platform to work identically to NAV or Business Central. Many people can think that an interface project is just a few interfaces and it won't be that complicated or costly. Sadly, this isn't generally the case, and businesses often spend as much on the NAV or Business Central elements of an interface project with an existing website as they might spend replacing the whole setup with a new integrated website. Since the NAV or Business Central elements are just one aspect of such interfacing projects, they should not be thought of as the cheaper or simpler option. Having said that, the enhanced eCom add-on for NAV or Business Central has been created to ease the complexity of such projects by providing a suite of standard capabilities common to most web interface projects. So an integrated site is simply one where the business logic is shared. Both Sana and enhanced portals use NAV or Business Central's own logic to do the hard work, so their web front ends are comparatively dumb. Introducing changes to these products can ordinarily be done in one place, as opposed to having two different partner organisations having to get involved and potentially even having to do the same piece of work. It is important to bear in mind that this distinction being used here between interfaced and integrated is not generally used in the industry, so when people, and that does actually include me, talk about web integration, often we're talking about interfaces, but it is a useful way of thinking about it whilst making a decision over what suits you best. In the case of enhanced eCom, we can interface with any number of different websites. In the case of enhanced portals and Sana Commerce, then you already have an integrated solution which includes the website with the product. In order to make a decision over which of these products is right for you, there are a series of decisions that need to be made. Whilst we would normally do this on a more interactive basis, I'll try and steer you through some of the key decisions that we'd be looking to discuss. The first point of call is really whether or not you have an existing website that you want to keep, even if a project to interface it with NAV or BC might be more costly than replacing it. If that is the case, then the answer is to use the enhanced eCom add-on for your NAV or Business Central system.